I just like I don't know, man. We live in the world of flexing, and like if you want to flex, right? Like flex that muscle, but I just don't want to be the guy with the AirPods Max draped around my wrist.
While wearing AirPods Pro?
So the baller move is you have AirPods Pro in, AirPods Max over it, turned off, and or you're getting an extra level of noise cancellation, because some people use them for noise cancellation with no music. And then you got the second pair. That way you can mix and match your cups on your wrist. That's the Andrew Edwards move.
Jonathan Morrison, how you doing, man?
Good, what's up?
What is important to you when you're testing headphones, when you're buying headphones? What do you look for to determine basically whether you like them or don't like them?
For mine, I'm probably more in I already know what I like. I feel like I have a good pair of wired headphones. Convenience is probably the next thing, right? We have so many good options between, the Sony XM4s or AirPods Pro, I think would probably be my go-to wireless headphones, just because of the form factor, how easy they are to use, and then just like overall good sound quality. They're not gonna like blow your mind, but they sound pretty good.
How important is convenience versus all of the other deeper things that we look for in headphones? Because I've personally found that despite owning several pairs of fantastic headphones over the past year, when travel used to be a thing, I would always just opt for the AirPods Pro just because they were just there in my pocket. That little tiny pocket in your jeans, that's where they live for me. It almost seemed like a waste to carry anything else.
Yeah, no, I got this like cool little dad belt Batman clip that I got AirPods Pro on. It's been my favorite gadget of the last couple weeks. But it's just, they're always there. And there's nothing worse than tripping or fumbling or just like, I gotta unwind these cables, right? Like you, right? I have probably my favorite wired headphones are Bear Dynamic, the DT1990 Pros. And if I'm at a desk or if I'm through an interface or through a DAC or a Dragonfly, I love them. But if I just wanna move around, then AirPods Pro all day. And I think AirPods Pro overtook Sony's for me because I feel like Sony's were my go-to. Way back when, like, I preferred them over Bose. I think Bose maybe did a better job with noise canceling, but in terms of sound quality, I always preferred Sony. And AirPods Pro, I think, kind of overtook those just because of the convenience and form factor. We're kind of in this awkward stage with these where I'm not quite there yet because they sound great, spatial audio is awesome, but they're a little awkward in terms of transportation.
I mean, depends who you are. I mean, if you're a fashionable person, they're adding to your persona.
What do I will buy you the LeBron outfit if you...
Dude, I don't know how many times I thought about like when Justin sent that link. I was like, wait a minute, like these are actual, how do you even know what this dude is wearing? $1,200 shorts? And why did I look at them 3 times over the week?
Justin had that in his bookmarks. It was like, I want to go look at the time history to where like you tweeted, then I tweeted, then Justin was like, oh, instant, like today's the day. There's a Simpsons scene where Homer asks Milhouse if he knows how to cook, and Milhouse just gets super excited and goes, do I? Like that was Justin's moment of, oh shit, like I had these bookmarks, someone needs them. Hit him with the trousers.
With suspenders and everything. I don't know, man, I might do it.
No, I'm just, I'm gonna get him for you or I'm gonna make a GoFundMe. Like I gotta get you in that outfit.
Hey, hit the like button if you want Jonathan to buy me the LeBron shorts. The problem is the LeBron shorts are gonna be like long pants on me. Let's just be honest. So when it comes to testing, do you have any favorite tracks, any songs that you usually play when you first buy a pair of headphones? And if so, name them for me so people watching can try them for themselves. And is there anything in those tracks that you listen for specifically?
Maybe Great Minds, right? I think I have a video coming up where I do that with probably 6 of my favorite tracks, because I think that's more important than even, I know there's a lot of cool stuff going on and people are sticking microphones and headphones, which is awesome. But I think sometimes just a simple like, oh, this is what I hear, maybe speaks more. 2 of my go-to tracks, one is gonna be Gray, Body Count. That is probably, I think, one of their most underrated tracks. It's based off GTA, which is awesome, but their production is so insane, from the low end that kicks in to just the little pieces of ear candy that maybe you wouldn't normally appreciate or hear with not great headphones. So things are coming from the left, from the right, and I guess the overall space is what I appreciate with that track.
What about video? I know some people only care about just how do they sound for music And then there's other people who like the whole package because they love watching video content, when they're traveling or when the house is quiet. Does that matter to you at all?
I think yes. Obviously, when things get back to a more normal state and, on an airplane, I think it's one thing to have the noise cancellation, because I think the terms of noise cancellation king is probably up for debate. I don't think Apple's doing it best. They do it well enough. But I think from a movie theater experience, that's the strongest point, like if you care about movies. And to have that on a plane or to travel or to not deal with wires, I think that is a huge plus. For me, the best way I would describe these is like an experience. And much like you would go to a movie theater to get that sub, to get that things flying past your head in the Dolby Atmos, in a way, you're getting Dolby Atmos-like audio in a pair of wireless headphones. Granted, there are limitations where it's iOS and iPhone and iPad. And I think if they can bring it to Apple TV, that's why you buy these headphones.
I find it interesting that the feature is spatial audio with dynamic head tracking. Like it's those two things combined. We've seen headphones that just do simulated surround sound, but Apple wants to tag on the dynamic head tracking, which is kind of confusing, because if they did it with Apple TV, you don't need to do the head tracking. The TV is it's basically just in front of you at all times, right?
I disagree. I'm gonna paint a picture for you right now. So Tim Cook, he's in the lab, right? He's got the sleeves rolled up, Apple TV, spatial audio sharing, right? You have this neighbor who maybe doesn't like that you blast your sub, and she complains about it. So it's like, well, I can't enjoy this. So now you and a loved one, you both have AirPods on, you have spatial audio, you use pass-through with the transparency mode so you can hear each other. And you're like, oh, that was a dope moment. Oh wait, the audio's coming from here now.
I can see that. My assumption is that despite the fact that I think it's a great feature, I have this feeling that Apple is setting this up for an eventual headset or glasses, whatever it might be, and spatial audio with head tracking is going to be essential for something like that. And so combining the feature now and getting all the feedback and data that they can will help make that product even better in the future.
Yeah, I think I've talked about that, where they're really good at developing one piece of tech on one product and implementing it in another down the road. AirPods Max are a culmination of the original HomePod, then AirPods Pro, then HomePod Mini, and now AirPods Max. And then we've seen spatial audio on the phones. Also, one more scenario, maybe you're binging a show and you get up to go wash your dish. Now it's like, now you hear it over there, right? Like, think outside the box.
Any movies or shows or specific scenes that you test on headphones, again, specifically for testing video performance?
Yeah, I know there's a lot of Dolby Atmos stuff, and I know Disney Plus recently got updated, but I actually had a real good experience with episode 1 of Prison Break, just because it's 5.1 audio, but it starts off with Michael getting tatted up. You hear the dialogue, you hear the tattoo gun, and it's a great way to move your head and hear it shift here, or move your head and hear it shift here, or do a 180, and then all of a sudden the dialogue and everything goes to the back of your head. And for one more track, if anybody wants it, there's Yamaguchi by Terra Jr. It starts out very like eerie, very wide and spacey. There's a little bit of like Beatles vibes, and then it just kicks in with a sub that punches you in the face.
Taking your personal preferences, how do the AirPods Max stack up for you? From a music perspective, from a video watching perspective, how do they perform?
Back to the sentiment, if I'm gonna be wired at a desk, I still like the bare dynamics because that's what they're for. I think one awkward thing I've noticed trying to use these wired, everything's on the right. So if I have a cable coming down, being right-handed as a mouse user, it just gets in my way. So the best use case for me has been wireless. Actually, my favorite use case with these right now has been, weirdly enough, from a music production aspect, where I'll use bare dynamics, wired, work on a track, then airdrop it to my phone and reference that track wirelessly with these. So it's a very weird use case, and I don't think these are for everybody, especially until they get a better damn case. They're not a great travel option. Like, I don't feel good throwing them in my bag. I am not the most careful person. So if I have keys or something, like maybe I carry a pen in there, like that could puncture the hell out of the mesh up top. So for me, they're a very, 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 very good, expensive home pair of wireless headphones, I guess, right now.
I personally feel after seeing a lot of comments, reviews out there, that a lot of people seem to miss some of the extra features. It's almost like we'll call out what the AirPods Max are missing when compared to the Sonys or the Bose or any other. Like, they have this, AirPods Max does not, but those same features, articles, reviews don't talk about the things that the AirPods Max have that the others don't. So I'm curious how you feel, again, your own personal opinion, how it fits into your life. Things like fast user switching, things like the spatial audio, things like instantly pairing to all your devices when you first set them up on one, the 10-core chips in there that take the 256 bits of audio and kind of reprocess them for the specific hardware of the headphones. There's a lot in there that is unique to these headphones. Do you find that those things add value for you, or that they're just kind of superfluous features?
No, I think for me they do. But I've always been someone who tries to use things like they're intended to be used. And I think when you do that, then you see the use case value. It's the same way I would tell someone to use Final Cut like it was intended to use. Like, don't treat it like Premiere. And that's very similar with these, right? Like, that was my biggest thing, is people are getting these and the first thing they do is pop in an aux cord, and it's like, can we at least try? Like, can we at least try what they're intended for before we, like, oh, let me run to Tidal and play this FLAC. And it's like, no, like, try spatial audio, bro. And just like, have an open mind is all. I'm gonna send you this clip real quick. I just want you to react on camera.
Why did you laugh when I said 20 cores of audio? 20 cores processor.
You'll see right now. It'll all make sense. Scroll to 4 minutes and 20 seconds in this clip.
Okay, here we go.
I swear, every tech reviewer out here buying $550 wireless headphones with a gyroscope, accelerometer, 2 H1 chips, 9 microphones, and the first thing you fools want to do is pass the auxiliary. At least try them out like
this is hilarious.
Apple intended. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Is this real?
I mean, it's real. It's not Morgan Freeman, but
I don't even know who did that or who made that. That's hilarious. What was I just listening to? Where was that even from?
That's gonna be in my AirPods video. It's basically a dialogue between me and God, like where I think it's God, but it's actually Morgan Freeman. It's just a sentiment of like, let's not like all take ourselves that serious. And like, that's my summary, right? It's like, you guys are spending $550 on a pair of wireless headphones with 9 microphones, 2 H1 chips, 10 cores, spatial audio, and the first thing you guys want to do is pass the aux.